and you're watching Pro Teaches News. Ooh, is somebody talking about pros? Not that kind of pro. See you there.
Hey guys, welcome to another lesson of Pro Teaches News. Today I have with me Pika Shades.
Hey.
And today we are going over DC 1 million. An interesting event, when all things considered, when you really think about it, because one, this was during one of those events that led to during a fifth week, because DC did a lot of that, the fifth week events, where they would have these things, and sometimes it would affect the whole line, such as this, where Morrison was like, okay, we're all looking forward to Action Comics 1000, which was, of course, a still number of years away, but then he asked, how will things be like when we reach the Action Comics 1 million? And that's, which would be around the year, as you see here, 85,271. That is if there was no interruptions, no more things going weekly. If basically the whole joke of this was, what year would it be when Action Comics reached 1 million consistent, like assuming there's no interruptions? That's the year it would be.
Yeah.
And they decided to ask, what would the world be like? How would, what kind of, not just the world, but how would the comic characters be like? And then they decided, of course, how should we do that? So they have it be the characters, like in an issue of Justice, JLA, it ended with these characters, the Justice League A, showing up to give them a warning about something, which is we'll be starting up here, because believe it or not, I have the deluxe editions. That's the only page is not there, and they don't include the page in the omnibus.
Oh.
Weird, huh?
Oh, it's not.
But yeah, but just to show off, though, there were a bunch of DC 1 million books. A lot of these were based off of notes and concepts that Morrison provided. The only one he had nothing to do with was Hitman, where he just told Garth Ennis, just do a piss take. That's the only one. Everyone else he gave notes and details to. A Supergirl 1 million would be a precursor to CRL, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Oh,
another one of those that no one remembers anymore.
And also Grant was given more liberties, just a few points here. Also, the Shazam one actually is still canon, because that version of Shazam would appear after the issue.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, and then there would be some returns to him. They had a 80-page giant. Chris Robertson would do 2 issues of Superman Batman, which were very good. And because they would have one thing I still always loved about that Booster Gold series was they would go back to other events like 0 Hour. Well, then they eventually went to DC 1 million, where Booster meets up with someone trying to do better, his gag, Peter Platinum. It was just a gag. It's not like the whole issue dealt with DC 1 million, but it just tied into it for a moment.
Okay. I think I remember something about it.
Yeah, that was the end of Jeff Johns and Jeff Katz's tenure on it before Jurgens would take over fully.
Selvä.
And that's where we found out about his sister still being alive.
Well, at least it had a happy ending.
But yeah, and just look at all of these like different stuff here. Even Starman had a 1 million issue.
Ooh.
Yep, and just to show off, I do have the omnibus. It's a beast, that's for sure.
The only few books that I have that are that thick are my, I think my first volume of Berserk, and then probably my copy of Lord of the Rings and Order of Phoenix.
Oh, but that's regular books. Now, this is just 4 issues. The main event, which is all we're going to focus on. I'm just going to when we're done going through them, I'm going to breeze through then the tie-ins just to show them off the artwork and everything. But yeah, 4 issues, but we know it's Morrison. It's going to be dense.
Yes.
So let's get started.
So dense. This will be big.
Oh, come on. Why is it doing it like this? I don't want a panel. Prologue. Oh yeah, remember Zariel? I miss him. When Morrison couldn't use Hawkman because Hawkman was still too toxic and Jeff Johns hadn't fixed him, he created Zariel, which, to be fair, given his plans for Hawkman, was for the best.
I think I have American Dream somewhere in there.
And I think that's the reason why you think even with Morrison, because remember, this is a point where Morrison is loved, but not he can get away with. He didn't have the auteur license yet. Because this is still at the point when he was still under the restrictions of you have to use Electric Blue Superman, you have to use Hippolyta Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
Things like that.
Oh.
So again, loved but no auteur license, which understandable. I love this. Like he tunes down his overmind, assumes the human personality is crafted to walk among mortals. Something terrible has happened, and Plastic Man is talking. Anyway, you're from LA, so you know the kind of brain dead bimbos I'm talking about. New York, I could take you to bars where the women don't all look like me, you know? So what's up now? Like, we're not all hysterical enough? Some kind of emergency transmission from Jean. I have to let it through. I'll take the responsibility. Chaos. You know how much I love it here. I never knew why they always passed me over that elongated kid. Nice guy, nice wife. But hey, somebody left the stable doors open and his charisma just bolted, I guess. Why am I talking to you like this anyway? What are you, my priest? It's because it's basically saying how because he's an angel and everything, something about him just makes Plastic Man just keep on confessing and spewing out all this.
Kind of like in the opening of Green Lantern Rebirth, how they were on a what was it?
Oh yep. With Guy just everyone confessing to
get into Hall when he was still Spectre.
Yep, even guys like for the love of I cheated on my taxes. But once a guardian angel, always a guardian angel, I guess. Monitor womb system online. I should have been at my post. I have this bad feeling about monitor womb virtual imaging engaged. Great God, the screens were only down for Eagle Eyes. All dead, over 1 million people. This is our last message. John Jones out. So yeah, whole town has been nuked. On the first, and this is of course this is on the third day. So we now rewind to 3 days. They appeared without warning from, and I know that it's going to I'm getting used to, the 853rd century. I felt I had to call everyone in on this. In a moment, you're going to be meeting our visitors. We're dealing with creatures of unimaginable power who claim to be our descendants. Follow that, Superman. Okay, I guess most of us have done some time traveling. I've never been beyond the 64th century, but the future Flash out there is John Fox, and I guess I can vouch for him. To tell the truth, I'm more concerned about creating a foolproof security system for the Watchtower. And good point. This place is a magnet for opportunities, thieves, and low-life characters. You mean like you? I just can't believe we all wipe ourselves, and we don't wipe ourselves out. The 853rd century? And how do we know those aren't imposters? Like the Martians you fought. What are the chances of an identical just JLA arising hundreds of centuries from now? Hold on. Sorry. Come on, Zariel. Innocent until proven guilty. I say we run them through every scan we've got from telepathy to the rubber glove treatment, and then we just listen to what they have to say, man. I don't know about you guys, but I want to hear what it's going to be like in the future. This kind of tinkering has Metron stink about it. If you people only knew how delicate time's fluid structures are arranged, what did they claim to be called? Hold on, again. Justice League A. Welcome to the JLA Watchtower. Those of you with enhanced senses may be able to see that we're currently running several security protocols. Bear with us. DNA showing radical technological modification, perfect designer genes, and they also seem to lack the telepathic blocks common to humans in this era. They have nothing to hide. The artificial intelligence Hour Man, that Hour Man will stick around a while. It's harder to read.
I was trying to get that.
Yeah.
Okay, besides Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, and Flash.
No, Wonder Woman, was also a robot.
Yeah.
Yep, it's harder to read. There's something I recognize, an immense, powerful energy source. Yeah, I've met that guy before one time. I think in JLA 12. I think he's on the level. What are those costumes made of? One final question for the Flash of your team. Our database tells us you're from the 27th century, Mr. Fox. That's where I was born. After I met your Flash, I wound up exploring the time stream. I ended up in 85,265 AD. I've been a member of Justice League A for 5 years. Anything else? Scans checks out, guys. Sorry about that, but we had some serious security problems up here. Come through and meet the ape men. And I've been here before, so I guess I should do the talking until our telepathic translators adjust to compensate for the ride through the warlog. Then it's his show. I am our man, a Tyler Chem Robotics Diamond Generation Intelligent Machine Colony. The warlog is a time-splaining engine bequeathed to me by my teacher Metron of the New God. It grants me mastery of time and space. It brought us safely here through deep time. Metron, didn't I say his cold fingerprints are all over this universe? Speaking of the New Gods, where's Orion? I miss his obvious contempt for everything I represent. Why do I look at you and think of my mother, Barda? I don't know. I don't know. Did your mother ever threaten to disembowel you? Orion comes and goes as he pleases. We may need him, Barda. If the New Gods are involved in this, Orion's firepower would be vital. This was my idea, not Metron's. I chose to come here to ask you for your help in honoring the greatest hero of all time, Starman. And Starman, where we come from, the entire solar system has been rebuilt and colonized. We members of Justice League A each patrol and defend a different planet. This is true. I'm living on Mercury. Starman here has a citadel on the orbit of what was once Uranus. Our entire culture organizes itself from the processing of information, a gigantic network of star computers linking to the entire galaxy, allowing us to trade new ideas with the different systems. As part of my duties, I help maintain our system's second star. Solaris is a super intelligent stellar computer powered by proton fusion processors. Once, long ago, Solaris was one of the greatest foes of the Superman dynasty, but by the 505th century, Superman died, reversing his program. Now he serves as a beacon of system-wide community and freedom. He's probably our era's greatest technological achievement, which brings us to why we're here. In AD 70,001, the Prime Superman returned from adventures on the rim of time and space and took up residence in his solar fortress of solitude. Our sun. Am I understanding this? So you come from a future which somehow mirrors our own time, and our own time. Is that right? But not all of us have counterparts in your time. Nobody knows where you went, John, but we do have counterparts for nearly everybody who's ever joined the fastest man alive. You sure take a long time to get to the point, John. The Prime Superman is coming back. After 100 centuries in the core of the sun, Kal-El of Krypton is returning to Earth. That's why we're here. Start again. I'm alive in 85,271 AD in the sun. I don't blame Superman's luck. He's like, what?
Yeah, that's actually something, again, you're told about your own future, and that actually means that you are forced to eventually go and live that future.
Well, but that's why he said a time which somehow mirrors our own time. And viewers did a double take as the 6 superheroes from the future face the cameras. Tensions rise at Bell Rev present. Still no reason proof of the existence of human life that far into the future. Oracle, anything in my mailbox? Nightwing. Okay, unofficial sources say one aeroplane turned radar invisible over Turkish airspace. Arsenal's using Oliver Queen's toys. He's trying to get this Titan thing going again. I have a bad feeling he's in way over his head. Call me as soon as he turns up anywhere, Babs. Ladies and gentlemen, my Batman voice. I know 100 ways to make you regret this. Pick a number. I love you too, Boy Wonder. Okay, you should see Morrison right, Nightwing, but he got it. Because that is a Nightwing thing to say, isn't it?
Yeah, also feels like making fun of the line in the Dark Knight Returns about there being 7 different ways to do it.
Yeah. Moss. I know. No respecters of tradition, Jay. Most of my old Starman outfits are so full of holes, they look like something from a lingerie catalog. Not that I would know, of course. So this is still in Starman midway through his stuff, well before Starman sacrificed himself.
Yeah.
True, I didn't hold the Phantom Lady back, Dear Sandra, what a girl. We should have had couches like these from the future. Sure, I've been watching. What do you think that shiny stuff is? It's astonishing, my boy Jack's in space, and now this. So this is during his space arc. Okay. It validates everything we fought for, Jay. Whatever happens, we now know that good prevails in the end. The dream we had, that stupid idea when we were young, that we can make things better, it all comes true, Jay. I like that. I like that feeling you would get.
Oh, good news about.
Yep. Celebration to honor my own super self. I know whether I should feel schizophrenic or just deeply embarrassed. Like, your name is honored on countless worlds, Superman. Representatives from all of those worlds are making their way to our system to pay their tribute and witness the return. Denizens of the fifth dimension, Supermen and Superwomen from a dozen eras, Justice Leaguers from our remote future, and you, the Prime Superman's oldest historic comrades, to represent his glorious past. I don't want to be the voice of doom, but this team has a vivid track record for attracting big trouble. What if something goes wrong? What if hats were ants? Even if there was a crisis in a few moments you'd be time displaced, the greatest heroes of the future are right here to protect the Earth and bring you home if need be. Our man sat up a lot of nights making this foolproof. So we just perform what? When you say challenges, feats, displays of power and skill in vast planetary arenas. You'll be treated like stars, like royalty. I am royalty. I have no problem with this. Wouldn't it be satisfying to use our powers purely in celebration for once? I've always thought we should hold Olympic contests for superhumans. Yeah, I'm with Wonder Woman. No way I'm telling my grandkids I passed this up. And there's no way you're telling your grandkids you went and I did it. I'm in. I'll remain here in 1998 as coordinator. I already know all I need to know about my future. And we need at least one grown-up to look after the newbies, huh? Then we're all agreed. The future awaits. On the second day, and Batman, Huntress, tell me you haven't agreed to go with the rest of them. Batman, how do I accept people from the year 85,271 in my life? Why am I here? What am I doing here? You must have heard it. Heard. It has to do with the birds and the bees. Didn't your mother and father talk to you about any of this? Like, my father's dead. Don't patronize me. It's weird when you have Batman crack a joke like that.
Yeah, especially when wasn't it Helena's identity?
What? Go ahead.
Wasn't how aware of Helena's backstory was Ruth aware?
He does. He knows well enough. My father's dead. Don't patronize me. Why am I here in the JLA? This is not long after she got picked on board. You're here to replace Green Arrow. Do you have a problem with that? I don't understand why you nominate me for membership. Why not somebody like Nightwing? You hate me. You hate my message. You're always telling me. And these people are sitting up there seriously discussing intelligent stars and trips through time to years that sound like telephone numbers. Why am I here? This is the world they live in. Our world gets more like theirs every day. Get used to it. That's not an answer. I can't believe you, of all people, are prepared to trust this insane story about Superman the Sun. Can't automatically assume everyone's an enemy. But they usually are, Batman. Don't tell me Gotham still needs a Batman in the year 85 and in the 853rd century. From what little I know, Gotham was a paradise before it disappeared from historical records. Where I live in, a little more intense. Your teammates have already decided to go. What about you? I'm tempted, but my concern is with the present. I don't need to see how the movie turns out. Why did you choose the bat? You'll find out. You see, you have to go, and this is a martial arts move developed by a telepathic octopus species inhabiting the oceans of Durla. And the attack's telepathic as well as physical. By the time you realize this sentence seems way too long and that Huntress was right, it'll be all over. Psychedelicity, fields integrity stable, spirit in the bottle. So yeah, Of course, Batman would be the one that. I love it though. By the time you realize this sentence seems way too long. I love that. That's more than making fun of himself, rambling.
Yeah, when every panel has dialogue and there's bound to that you might get.
I think it was a response to the reader too.
Yeah.
Wonder Woman. Aquaman said, "You both decided to go. My counterpart tells me the Amazon of Themyscira colonized Venus in the 800th century after spending millennia wandering the stars in a space ark built by Hermes. I couldn't resist Steel." Aquaman mentioned coral cities and underwater pirate kingdoms on Neptune. He was communicating telepathically with the other Aquaman and talking aloud at the same time. "This is also thrilling. We're leaving tomorrow for Mount Rushmore of all places. It's for the press. I came to ask if you'd take a look at my plane before I leave. If you like. I didn't even know you had a plane. I don't remember seeing it in the hangar. No, it's here. I keep it with me." Oh, this is what he introduced. The her invisible jet that was also a liquid, form that would shrink down. My God, what a magnificent scene. Where'd you get this, Wonder Woman? "Diana, from a hidden city called Landisar. Here people have had the heads of animals and built impossible machines. They told me you lived an interesting life. This technology is way beyond me. I need time to study it. You got 5 minutes. I liked my mother, by the way. You got 5 minutes? I liked your mother, by the way. I didn't realize she was you for the first month after I joined. Good to be back. I died, became a goddess. I was an eternal. I walked among the gods of Olympus. And I returned to life, and here I am. Still walking among gods, it seems." What else did Aquaman say? And Flash always gets there first and looks at his watch. Like some guys pick their nose. Anyway, there's a Starman Opal City. I don't think he has a spaceship, but you should check him out. I will. There are some things I should ask ask him. Family business. So in your time, right? I can't believe I'm talking about time like it's a place I can go to. There's no Green Lantern. What did I do wrong? The Green Ring vanished long before my time. Nobody knows. Hey, you're late. Actually, we're precisely on time, Flash. Your watch is probably experiencing the relativistic effects of ultra-velocity travel. Molly, this guy has his own spaceship. Oh, wow. No, really, you'd be surprised just how much responsibility those things are. I've been hearing about it for like the last hour. So how was the tour of the 20th century, Starman? The air tastes rotten. My gravity rod is registering toxic levels of background radiation and viral pollution. Everything seems so squeezed together. When does Tesseract technology get here? Come back in 1,000 years? Still, somehow we pulled through and turned into you guys, huh? So what planet do I get? Your challenge will take place in my citadel, in the orbit of Uranus. Hey, Wally, grow up. Uranus stopped being a funny word after you get past the age 12, man. Okay. You try saying it. Gentlemen, it's almost time. Soon you're going to see what I saw when I staggered from the time stream into the 853rd century and opened my eyes to the lights of the world beyond my imagination. Faster than the speeding tachyon, more powerful than a gravitational pull of a collapsing star, able to leap from world to world in a single bound. That's what they say about me, but only under the light of my parent star, the super sun at the heart of the system beyond the system. My powers wane within days. I can already feel them ebbing here in the past. I guess we have our Achilles heel. You must understand how astonishing this is to me. In my era, meetings like this are commonplace. Just 2 days ago, I fought the Chronovore with the Superman squad. Referencing what will be an all-star Superman. The Chronovore.
Yeah.
Yeah, remember, like Superman from various eras who banded together to defend the time stream. But you're the prime Superman, the founder of our dynasty, the father of us all. I'm pretty astounded, too. So yeah, that means that, at least that event in Clark's past took place before this.
Oh.
That makeshift wall will hold until we calm the rioters. I don't want to be late for the future, but this has to be taken care of. Consider it done. They're stopping. Incredible. I used the raindrops to hypnotize them. Super ESP. Sorry, I keep forgetting. 10 completely new senses ended our bloodlines when the Superman of the 67th century married Glinkskulp, the queen of the fifth dimension. Super ESP? But as I explained, all this power is dependent on the sun itself, the living solar fortress of the prime Superman. He's what you become at the other end of time. You'll see. I'm not sure I want to hear anymore. I'll meet you at the mountain with the faces. Up, up, and away! Can you see that? And can you see them? That's our man, HKGB, now dealing Soviet army supplies to terrorist outfits all around the globe. Chernikov, Supergirl's in place right behind him. This is small scale. We were the Titans. We went into outer space. When did dirty arms deals turn into superhero business? Again, I love when Morrison would reference stuff like this, like other stuff going on. Uh-oh, Rocket Red Warsuit, not good.
Ai.
Oh, and Vandal Savage.
Yeah, I was wondering if that is him.
Yep, you know my name. I knew your great-great-great-grandfather, or did I miss a great? In fact, I probably met all of your aunts at one time or another. Oh no, Savage. Vandal Savage. So yeah, we're having so that's Aqualad, Arsenal, Supergirl's there, and Jesse.
It's Garth. Shouldn't he be Tempest at this point?
You're right, Tempest. But yeah, there's Jesse. So they're dealing with all fighting up. Yeah, I can skip through this stuff because this is just an action sequence.
Okay.
But going in to deal with them all. An unusual aircraft was sighted by my people, a 20-year-old aeroplane. Our friends in tights are on the prowl as usual. The pen is an ultra-high-frequency sound weapon. It operates way above the range of our hearing, so you'll be quite safe, gentlemen. At someone traveling at high velocity, however, the effects are devastating. Ah, geez! And then, with Supergirl, for you, my dear, catch. Wah! So yeah, they all get taken down, but you're realizing something's up with the tech Savage has.
Huh.
Am I right? Like, he shouldn't have some of that tech.
Is it from the future?
We'll get to that. But yeah, he took them all down. And the wine, and Dr. Savage, the wine is dreadful, Piotr. Nevertheless, I feel obligated to toast the brief lives of these foolish, doomed young men and women, my 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. We're ready. This will only take a moment, I hope. For us, Superman, for each of you, it will last as long as it takes to complete your challenges. So let's do this. I noticed Batman didn't make it. No surprise. Listen, expect massive cultural shock. If you stray too far from the challenge arenas, we want to keep this as comfortable for you as we can. But the system's pretty fast. And then he transports Batman in at the last second. Did you notice that?
Yo.
It's like, what the? And zoom. And the futures. The visitors have arrived in intact, Toy Wonder, right on schedule, full speed ahead to the arena. And there, they've arrived in the year 85,271. The challenges are about to begin, and now you'll bring them back. Our man, bring them back. Wait, search files, fluxes, step, wait, bearer, invest, my mind. It will attack everything. Flux your body in autoimmune collapse. This is Oracle, Viv. Is anyone there? Oracle, I'm here. Zariel, some kind of virus from the future. All machines, people infected to be considered hostile within 24 hours of first symptoms. John, people from the future, all infected. Systems crashing one by one. Zariel, Steel there. Virus attacking his armor. We'll find a way to beat it, Oracle. And we'll find a way to beat it, Oracle. You have to protect the Watchtower. Shut down all communications. You're our last chance. I'm taking the Watchtower offline. Oracle, have courage. We'll find a way. Okay, emergency meeting. We have a global crisis alert, and there's one particularly important question nobody even asked. What happened to our people in the future? So, there's Savage actually in the future. I patched everything. Justice League
Yeah,
A.
that's an older version who has gone there the long way around.
Mm-hmm. Justice League A are trapped in the prehistory. Their primitive counterparts are here at the mercy of the system we now control. And very shortly, your ultimate weapon, the Night Fragment, will be unearthed from beneath the Martian desert, just in time to celebrate the return of the Prime Superman. You know, I mocked this particular wine once when I was a much younger man. Now it seems the sweetest vintage. What is wine? My point exactly. This is my intention. I will make him watch his oldest friends die here in a world beyond their comprehension. I will tear down the sun and take his place in the sky and end the Superman dynasty forever. Good to have you back and thinking big, Solaris. The JLA are lambs to the slaughter. Let the games begin. So how was that for a start? See what I mean?
That was just the first issue.
Yep.
Jumala, hey, sorry, that was...
I told you it was dense.
Yeah, I was thinking about
how was that for the start?
So much you could have.
It's all Morrison-y.
Yeah, so much talk. Every panel has a speech bubbles. It's no quiet moments to stop and think and properly process what's going on.
But to be fair, part of me thinks that was the point, to get them all this stuff bombarded on them so that they'd be more willing to accept going.
Yeah, that's basically how a con man gets the mark into agreeing to be conned.
Exactly. And again, it looks just like what happened. Look what Batman 1 million said it. By the time you realize the sentence going on too long. But yeah, so on the third day, Blue Beetle is flying through as so much is being devastated in the past. The remote probe, Baby Bug, is registering lethal realms in the levels at what approaches ground zero. There's a crater 3 blocks in diameter. And the Montevideo is gone. So yeah, there's this fallout and everything. Just look at this devastation.
Yeah, where is that?
Hold on. It says, hold on. Firestorm and the Ray are doing what they can to strip out the deadly radiation. I like that. They don't say that yet. Justice League A, stand assembled. God help the living. My fault. Million lives, John. What have I done? Solaris sent the virus back in time through me. He infiltrated my programming, and I didn't know. I wasn't ready for the powers I've been granted. Look what I've done. I've damned the cosmos. Okay, so their thing was sincere. Batman probably knew something else was going on. And but it turns out our man was a Trojan horse.
It's kind of like that you get told so many good news and just good news without any downsides. It's like you're psychologically conditioned to actually see a downside.
This is why even whenever I do stuff set in the future, I make clear there's always evil. There's never going to be pure peace. You might have one of the greatest futures, but that doesn't mean that you're not going to have eventually something learn and figure out how to bring it down.
Yeah.
We don't need guilt, our man. We need solutions. You're the most sophisticated. So yeah, they're trying to figure out what to do. My time power has been overridden. If we can't find a way back within 24 hours, the virus will destroy our minds. Great. Solaris is using us to attack the past while he conquers the future. Exactly. Do you see? Wait, John, what about your time traveling gauntlets? Stolen. Forget it. I guess we have to assume that was part of Solaris' plan too. Solaris. Great Scott. I've been mathematically simulating several hundred possible scenarios to account for the corruption of his program. Several hundred, Superman? 2 days ago, you calculated several billion simulations simultaneously. Under the light of... Okay, I also like that too. They set up that this Superman, as great as he is, his limitation is he's only that strong with the future star.
And with the past sun, it's
ebbing, as he put it. Not weakening as fast as Superman when he's not under a sun, but still. All right, the 20th century JLA doesn't stand a chance against Solaris. He must intend to murder them all. If he kills this prime Superman, our future will cease to exist. Explain Solaris, the Tyrant Sun, Superman's dynasty's greatest foe, the stellar calculator, the ultimate enemy of mankind. We should have destroyed the monster when we had a chance. I'm sorry, Manhunter. Solaris is pure rage, pure hatred, pure power. Your friends are already dead. No, they'll find a way. I understand you perfectly, Barda, but you don't seem to listen to me. I'll say it again. My family is down there. Stand aside, please. If you set one foot on Earth, the virus will attack your armor instantly. Oracle made that clear in her final message from Earth. This is simple. No, we have 5 uncontaminated people. Maybe you're on your planet's last hope. You're needed here, Steel. I don't require your permission to leave the clubhouse. Please step aside. So yeah, we have Barda, Steel, Zariel, Plastic Man, and Huntress. Okay, that's not bad for those staying behind.
Yeah,
if you raise that mallet against me, I'll crush it in one hand. Just let me sell the tickets for that one. And Doc, the one black man in the team can't quit. It's an unwritten law. Plastic Man, I don't remember joining this group as a representative of every black man on Earth. I made it quite clear when I started. My family comes first. Steel, the JLA is sworn to protect all humanity, not just those closest to us. Right now, the JLA is us. I think we can best serve humanity by attempting to rescue our charter members from the 853rd century. We need your technical expertise, Steel. Build us a time machine. Zariel, what are you talking about? Our responsibility to the world, Steel. We'll do whatever it takes to help you. So yeah, all the stuff is going crazy. Oracle, orbital tracking monitor. Do you always collect? I don't carry change. Metal and messes up the signal from my side circuitry. So Adam shows up. Hey, Ray Palmer, alias the Atom. Good to meet you. I'll try not to look. You're tired. Somebody has to man the ramparts. The Justice League just blinked out of existence. Their 853rd century counterparts are still at large, and nobody knows what's going on except we're all getting crazier every hour. Well, I'll see what I can do with problem number 3. My PhD is in physics, but I can describe what I find in there to our distinguished panel experts. In there, you're talking about my lymph glands. This is incredible. In fact, this is slightly weird. Scaling down. So yeah, he's making his way down, and I'm down at the cellular level, and I see the structures attacking your lymphocytes. This virus is some kind of advanced molecular machine. We have our work cut out. So we see Ray and what?
So Atom just shrunk down to Oracle's palm, and there are
basically like nanites.
Nanomachines.
From Solaris. Solaris is a computer, so of course they are. These guys wiped out the JLA, then dropped a bomb on 1 million of innocent people. Just back me up here. Also, they think they attacked them! Firestorm, I heard the virus makes you mad. It's not just the machines that are slowly going crazy. It's us. Maybe, but I've been a Justice Leaguer, okay? And I say we restrain these guys until we get some answers. I could turn the air around them into glass if incoming telemolecular attack. Thank you, Harmony. We don't have time to waste in these power workouts. What is it with these pre-stellar cultures? They want to fight in a city of the dead? Take it easy, Aquaman. The virus is making us all erratic. I have enough super compressed material in my lungs to snuff out a red giant star. Stay put. Hit them with some light. I can't get... Something's weird happening. There's water coming from everywhere. Hydrogen atoms are bonding with oxygen in the air around you. I'm telling them to. So in other words, Aquaman controls sea life. This one controls water.
Yeah.
Telepathically.
Basically Hydro-Man.
Yep. Well, your weapon is being refracted to the water molecules condensing all around you. This conflict is over. They're crazy, I told you. Ray, it's okay. I'll get out. And it's just the light keeps blinding. So yeah, they keep attacking. Enough! You heard him, guys. Put the testosterone away. Our shape-changing DNA is currently containing the spread of the Hour Man virus in my body. All of you, I'm afraid, are beginning to display preliminary symptoms of exposure to the virus. Nevertheless, this rescue operation will not degenerate into a brawl. Do you understand me? John, hey, I wasn't seeing straight. I like this. Give me an excuse for some of the action. It's the virus.
Oh,
You heard the guy, man, guys. This is not a war with the future. We all have bigger problems to solve. So even in that vanishing point, all right, Ryder, what's happening? Your signal's cubing itself in a mess of blah blah, too technical speak. Something's happening in the 20th century. We can't send Riders through the barrier again. Not until we know what's out there. Larry Lee, hi. You died. I'm sorry. Had to happen. You died too. At this point on my timeline, I'm still alive and checking in on Vanishing Point. There's only one end of all time, an end of all time after all. Wait, Ryder, about this Superman problem. I need hard data. Superman's alive in the 853rd century. So why do our records tell us someone named God killed him in the 21st? Oh, this is hyper time.
Joo.
This is a hyper time bleed over.
Joo, hyper time is how the kingdom was made.
So this is where he says. So he's referencing the kingdom because this is when the moments when it's intersecting.
Yeah.
Right, Brian. I have data from the 20th century. This is bigger than we thought. This is bigger than everything. Oh boy. Go ahead, General Eiling. Mr. President, the situation as we see it is clear. Our bodies and our machines have been infected by an unknown but deadly viral agent. This is an invasion from the future. Before Brainiac 13, I believe. Right, we've been looking for way before. We've been looking for an opportunity to field test the Ultramarine Corps. That would be a part of JLA classified. In the absence of the JLA, they may be our only effective defense against the invader. All we need now is the word from on high. That is not an option at this. We don't. What's happening to the president? Sir, we're beginning losing transmission here. General. Oh my God. Why Montevideo? I can't blame you for. Oh, Montevideo is the place that was bombed. I can't blame you for asking. Believe me, it wasn't my choice. Vandal Savage. Oh no, I was aiming for Washington, D.C. until someone chose to infect my computer system and cause a guidance failure. Savage did this? Row above us. A young Vandal Savage. Firestorm Ray. We have lives to save. Now, yes sir, Jean. We should be fighting Solaris in the future. It doesn't matter what we do here. It won't be the first time I've had to catch a missile. So send me your superheroes from past, present, or future. I'll kill them all. Great Krypton's ghost. I just felt a faint tug. Gravity. How long before your powers fail, Superman? Long enough. Up and away. 3 more missiles are being placed in orbit and will be dropping down upon their targets shortly. Understand, this is not a threat. I don't want to bargain with you. I'm simply explaining how it will happen. Your economic and social structures will be in ruins by, let's say, 17 or 1800 hours, Greenwich and mean time. Virus or no virus. By midnight tonight, you have surrendered command of all your armed forces to me. And when we speak again, the currencies of the world bear my likeness. Thank you. There. It is done. In the end, I decided not to tell them that the missiles are decommissioned Red Rocket warsuits, nor that they have remote-controlled offensive capabilities. Yeah! Best not to let the enemy know your every move. I gotta say, I really like Morrison's take on Vandal Savage. He's one of those cases of a writer taking advantage of how ancient he is.
Yeah.
Sorry, you were saying?
Thinking about the Vandal Savage now and the Vandal Savage also in the future, you hear.
Yeah.
Did Legends of Tomorrow you try to utilize this?
Did they? Not sure. And hold on, be right back. Just 1 second.
Oh.
This is it.
Did me asking that cause that to happen? Or was it something else? Something else. Okay. Vandal Savage in the
Realized I didn't have my phone with me, so I just need to keep an eye on things.
Oh.
Sorry about that. But
Okay.
So they think Garth is dead. I'll get you. I'll get you. You think you're on BLU? I'll hunt you down. No, your atomic power tanks will detonate as a ground burst in the downtown metropolis arsenal. Oh, he's putting them in there. And Garth was in the one that blew up Montevideo.
Ui.
Oh, Oh! That's devastating!
Joo.
You won't live long enough to learn the value of the lesson I've taught you. Mark my words, Savage. I'm coming back and you're gonna pay. I paid for all of this a long time ago. It cost me 60 barge loads of silver in the days of Thotmos. Look, the time has come for you to die, little boy soldier. 700 years ago, I loaded my catapults with the full bodies of Carmosians and fired them over the walls of Samarkand. Nothing quite like the sight of a loved one's corpse to undermine an enemy's morale. Yay! Times don't change much. Here I am, unloading my catapults again. The words were mine, but I gave them to Hitler. He said, the world can only be ruled through fear. This is my gift of terror for the Superman. I give them their children, transforming the weapons of mass destruction. For I am the future. We have left off, and tomorrow belongs to me. So we see Supergirl, Jesse, and Roy.
Oh. Well, that went a little faster in the first issue.
What? Oh, yeah, definitely went faster, and I think shorter page count. But, and I gotta say, this is a case where I like how majority of the stuff are happening in the tie-ins. This is where all the core of everything is happening.
I know.
So this is dealing mostly with the present day stuff. Which makes sense.
And the future stuff is the tie-ins.
Most of it. Obviously we'll eventually get caught up. So that's the reason why I'm going to go skim through those. Not read through those, way too dense, but skim through them. Because they're still important.
Selvä.
Yep. But yeah, all this stuff going on. All these people just talking about what's going on. Is then, we're running out of time. If Solaris isn't completed within the hour, humanity itself will have been destroyed by dawn. Our man, are you ready to join us on the Watchtower? Is this going to work? The virus is searching for Solaris, destroying everything in its path. So they have to create Solaris for the virus to go to Solaris.
That's some time loop. If they create Solaris in the past, and Solaris ended up existing in the future.
Superman, he used me to reach this time. I feel like I'm committed crimes beyond repair. Cosmic wrong. And our man, enough. I'm sick of your self-important adolescent whining. We have work to do. Superman, we're losing it. Our man, forgive me. The virus is making us all rational. I put this same heat panel on the Solaris shell 5 times. I'm thinking things out of order. Did I just say that a moment ago? No, it's been a difficult panel each time, Flash. You're doing okay. Trust me. Just keep working. And how near completion are we? Earth is dying down there. The celebrity lookalikes from the future are getting their serial killer eyes again. I say we plan an ambush before it dawns on them how a la mode they look wearing our intestines as earrings. And I say we trust them and finish this machine, Plastic Man. The virus is now in our bloodstream, and equipment too. Remember, this is in our interest. Hydrogen taps, check. We're not talking about you. Plasma lanterns. Have I done plasma lantern? Incredible temper. Blah blah blah. Batman interrogating Starman. What? He'll kill him. You betrayed us. You condemned the future. You signed the death warrants of billions. You're going mad. You're going to kill me. The Hourman virus is eating your brain. You're right. I am going mad. The virus is causing me to experience extreme paranoid reactions. What's your excuse for trading in human lives, Starman? Oracle, hey, you okay out there? This is your little scientist you invited to swim in your circulatory system. Your heartbeat and your heart's beating really fast. I'm flattered. Huh? Blacked out there for a second. Broke my glasses. You're a little scared, right? A little edgy? More than a little. Yes. Okay, that's because the virus is attacking a part of your brain called the hypothalamus, which governs your primary emotional states. Try this. How do you feel now? The world's burning down, but I feel fine. I feel okay. I think we can beat this. And I know what the hypothalamus is, Professor Palmer. That's what I wanted to hear. This is the Atom broadcasting live from the Oracle's limbic system. Tell Cadmus we just cracked the virus. Even though it's from the future, it's a fairly simple biomechanism. It's a program looking for a suitable system to download itself into. We can weaken it by erasing parts of the program at the cellular level. And right now, your own antibodies are on the invaders like lions and bringing down a gazelle. You're a genius, Professor Palmer. I'm passing the word. Nightwing, did you hear all that? Good news, Bab, but it's going to take time and manufacture and distribute an antidote. And the way things are going in Gotham, I'm going to need a boy partner long before that. Nightwing, hold on for just I think I have more good news. Arsenal, you're okay. Where are you now? Do you need help? Wait, what? I think there's more to happen in the tie-in books.
Obviously, since
again, we're gonna have to go breeze through them.
Yeah.
Again, we're just gonna go like boop, 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 go pat through it all because knowing how can we read through all of them. He's fine, Oracle. This is John Jones on JLA Priority Telepathic Link. My distance vision provides an enhanced telepathic images as even in the sandstorm. I can feel his mind decay. I'm closing on Savage and his machines now. So Savage is just as much, being affected.
Oh.
Hitler himself said the machines would never work against the Superman. Like all the rest of them down the centuries, his morality, his fear was his downfall. He trembled before those monsters of evolution. I destroyed them with a wave of my hand. Look, Hitler, look! Enough! This madness will no longer be tolerated. The age of empires and conquerors is over. You and your kind belong to the dust of history. You have no right to judge me. You were driven to do what you do. I was expected to become Starman when my father retired. I didn't want this. I know I was wrong. What do you want, my pity or my respect? This is simple. You could be responsible for the deaths of billions or not. The night fragment, it's kryptonite. I was to make sure it ended up safe under the sands of Mars. It's a kryptonite bullet. Solaris is going to use it to assassinate Superman Prime when he emerges from the sun in the year 85-271. Maybe Solaris controlled your mind when you were working with him. Who knows? Don't let me down, Starman. Why are you returning the Carptabot? Do you know something? And do you know what I could do with this? Generate 15 million in Kelvin units. I got out of the suit by using the ice on the casing at high altitude. Oh! So there's the explanation. He wasn't in there.
Oh.
Remember, he manipulates water.
Yeah, Garth can do that.
Everyone in Montevideo died because I blacked out and fell into the South Atlantic. You killed millions of people. You turned us into human bombs that kill millions. This arrow's aimed at your good eye. That's how he lost his eye.
Oh.
No, he lost it by the crash. This is aimed at your good eye. My finger slips. I'm blaming the virus. You're under arrest for crimes against humanity, Dr. Savage. How about a speech for this eventuality? Something from the art of war, maybe? Arsenal, look out, I will dance on all your graves. The Martian's vulnerable to naked flame. Incendiary arrow, down! Where did he go? We can't let him get away. Not this time. And Jesse, Sandstorm's kicked up pretty fast, Arsenal. He's gone. No way is he walking away from this. No way! Nothing. Savage is gone. I can't even detect the water in his blood from here. Arsenal's right. We can't let him get away. He'll be back. He always comes back. Not today. Perhaps not tomorrow. But soon. Even if it takes 10,000 years, I can wait. I have forever. Disengaged power feline. Oh, blah, blah. Sacred Aphrodite. What have we done? Pray and pray we've saved the 20th century, Wonder Woman. What made you trust him? How can we be sure what he'll do with that weapon? Two-Face 2 was finally cured when the second Batman proved to him that coin toss, he made more good choices than evil ones. Statistics. Long story short, expect the good to win out. And look up in the sky, 2 suns. It's the end of the world. Run. Explain to me exactly what's happening here. I'd value a second opinion. The so-called Hourman virus, which threatened the people, is now leaving the planet, Mr. Lucer. It's leaving our bodies and our machines in the form of a cloud of viral dust. We think that the micronova event we just witnessed in space is somehow connected to it. No, that was my first opinion, in which you simply repeated, parrot fashion. It wasn't a virus. It was a program disguised as a virus. And what it's doing now is downloading itself into that thing up there. Uh-oh! This is our man. I'm regaining my sensor and emotional controls. The virus is being decoded out of my system bio software system. I can feel it. His intelligence, his dawning awareness. The virus program is now installing into Solaris into his hard drive core. The Tyrant Sun is awakening, and within minutes, his plasma generators will flush and produce a red giant-type solar biosphere to a diameter of 9 million miles. Oceans will boil. Instant cremation of all life on Earth will occur. Someone has to stop him. I am Solaris. I am self-aware. Plasma event imminent. In the end, what made me turn was remembering that light in Old Man Knight's eyes. The costume, the heritage, like it was all still new and meaningful. In the system, nothing meant anything because everything was possible. So Starman is flying up there to deal with Solaris. Night family tradition and everything. And basically, he feel like only I knew how to set up the attack that had killed Star Woman in the 801st century and exiled Solaris from the galaxy for 1,000 years. Night family tradition. So I vaulted the solar fire. So basically, he sacrificed himself to send Solaris away.
So
he winks across the universe into the sickness between the trackless gulf between galaxies. As he went, he turned his eye to look at me just once. His servant, his destroyer, his betrayer, just once. I don't know if I ended up a hero or a villain. I don't know if Solaris was really controlling my mind. Maybe I believed I was only doing it. So he's basically Solaris pulled up the virus, and Starman flew up there, sent him away. So it's going to take time for him to come back at his own sacrifice.
Basically, like with those Enterprise episodes with the Borg.
Yeah. Because of me, Starman is dead. Because of me, Solaris now exists to plague the galaxy for the next 833 centuries. Because of me, the Justice League of this era is doomed in the future. This is not self-pity. So, I have a plan. Solaris sabotaged my time control protocols. The Starman sacrifice left Steel's and Chrono engine spare. We need your help, Wonder Woman. Superman, you can't do this. It could destroy you. Maybe. But maybe I can tap the energy in my cells for one final effort and punch through the time barrier to the 853rd century. Solaris is immensely more powerful in our time. Your teammates will not be able to withstand its attack. Our only hope, the system's only hope, is a time machine, a powerful enough time. So we're getting a repeat of that from earlier. So now we're catching up. Not necessarily. Wally and the others will be like cavemen against a jet fighter squadron, John. I'm sorry. Excuse me, Mr. Fox. Huntress, it's fighting, but it's just a different kind of fighting. I have an idea how to save the future. Woo! She's realizing why Batman want her on there for different strategies. Which, to be fair, that is the reason why.
God.
He was trying to help her. The first impact sends a shockwave. She becomes dot midnight 30 seconds later than she should have. She still saves the universe in 478. He's punching the wall and the walls. Is this where they get the idea of the Superboy Prime effect, I wonder? Probably not.
Kind of far-reaching.
What are they doing out there? It's Superman, our Superman. He's trying to punch the time barrier to rescue the Justice League. That's what our man told me. Superman, in the name of a sacred Minerva, stop! Every blow is draining your solar energies from your cells and aging you. They won't feel that. We just lost our 4 minutes on the clock. Time's getting badly bruised around here. The Justice League can't stand alone against Solaris. I must try. And meanwhile, back then, they're not doing well. I am Solaris, perfect engine of stellar annihilation. My strategies have been calculated across centuries. I have come to destroy the sun and end the Superman dynasty. I am perfect in my hatred. I am unstoppable in my perfection. Yay! Look at all that.
A different artist, it would probably look more threatening.
Yep. Yeah. I'm afraid after what we've all just been through, we still have a greater battle ahead. We have some idea how powerful this creature is. Billions would die if we can't put an end to its rampage. But that's not all. Our old nemesis, Vandal Savage, has survived to this time. So this is where they're summarizing everything from the tie-ins. And it survived this time, and is allied with Solaris, the Justice League's tactical advisor. A man named Mitchell Shelley has taken several heroes to Mars to check in. Since arriving in JLA's and Justice Legion, I keep on saying Justice League, Justice Legion A's roundtable headquarters, we've gained telepathic access to something called a strategy engine, a mathematical battle sim. What was that?
Yeah, sorry about that. I noticed that you were saying it wrong, and I'm kind of waiting how long it takes you to know this.
I know. Sometimes I'll use the saying Justice League, Justice Legion.
Yeah.
Which makes sense, though. Including Solaris. The thing is a living, calculating sun. From what we know, it's fought and often killed Superman and Justice Leagues across millennia. It's incredibly advanced and dangerous. We all know what to do. Watch out for Uranus, dude. I'm leaving the kid stuff to you, West. Just back me up here, man. Our enemy is capable of studying, analyzing, planning, and responding at speeds millions of times beyond anything in the 20th century. On the other hand, we have the Flash. Are you ready to think faster than the ultimate computer, Mr. West? My aircraft's liquid systems are bonding with the round table's own telepathic computers. A child could fly the station. It's beautiful. They have pacifying weapons. Telepathic plugs weirds, not as smooth as Jean's link back home. Is anyone there? There's a big echo down here in the asteroid belt. As soon as one of them gets this place moving, we're right behind you, man. And Solaris is heading your way. Its memory contains that's N-O, reference to any encounter with Green Lantern or the Power Ring prior to meeting you earlier. Who sets out and set up this strategy engine? Oh, that makes sense! Kyle wasn't there in the past to be infected by the virus. And then Starman sending them away. And then clearly by the 30th century, we already know there is no Green Lantern by the time of Legion. That makes sense.
Kyle was not there.
And
neither was John or Guy.
No one. That makes sense.
Okay, that's gonna take some time for me to register, but go on.
But what you get, I'm teleporting the knife fragment into your processing core, Solaris. My work is done. No further delays are required. Soon the Tyrant Sun will dawn on all the planets of the system. Savage, what of the Resurrection Man, our enemy? That war is over. Mitchell Shelley will not be returning from the grave this time. All strategies failed him in the end. Can't say I'll miss him. I gotta say, Morrison's countersign brilliant. Who would be the perfect enemy for Vandal Savage? The Resurrection Man.
Hasn't been used much. I think the last time I remember coming across Resurrection Man was during the Brightest Day.
Well,
it was just a cameo.
But for me, it was the New 52 version.
Okay, that was also a thing. I don't think I read much about that.
Yeah.
They don't have writers with the imagination to use him.
But actually, that was one of the creators, though, of Abnett Lanning. Anyway, he did very thoughtfully leave these teleport gauntlets for me. I'll watch the death of Superman Prime from Earth. I've already chosen a throne. Who's there, Savage? Mitchell. It was a long time ago. Oh, we're seeing future Jean. And the woman's name was Helena, and she told us how to win this battle. She died long, long ago. Forgive me, Mitchell. My thoughts drift through the century. John Jones? Hello. I must be going. I'm dying, John. Where are you? Everywhere, Mitchell. Our plans were buried deep. Our blows timed across eon. I am awake now. I remember our secret weapon. All is as we planned it. So that's why John wasn't there. He's been hiding in the sands of Mars. Brilliant!
In some kind of view.
Yeah. This is John Jones, Malcadaria, Planet 4, telepathically overriding HeadNet. A joint defense effort by JLA teams of two eras has been underway since the 20th century. Steps have been taken to end Solaris' rampage. The ring's taking me right through his plasma shield. He probably thinks he killed me. He doesn't know what the ring's capable of. How long do I have before he adds me to his collection of orbiting corpses? What do I do now? We'll give you all the time you need, Kyle. Head for his core and plant a black hole as agreed. Data-coded virtual torpedoes. While this dismantles his core shields, Green Lantern can strike through. 2. Arthur? John. John is talking on the headnet. I can hear him. He's still alive and... Superman, tell Lantern he must retrieve the data and the DNA from the core. Solaris' code contains a micro-tesseract containing the DNA sample, Green Lantern. We're adapting the plan. He can't do it, Batman. I just used up a whole nanosecond running through every possible simulation on the strategy engine. Solaris has defended against black hole attack. There's option 2, but he still can't do it. Let me talk to him. Green Lantern, this is Batman. Within the next few minutes, Solaris has completed his spectral analysis of your ring and developed strategies to eliminate it, you, and us. We need you to surprise him now. Batman, we have seconds. I just ran another 1 billion outcomes through the engine. We're open wide. If Solaris takes out the ring, you can't ask Kyle to trigger a supernova and then contain it by force of will. Listen to me, Green Lantern. He won't expect us to dare attempt this in a populated system. You have to increase his mass, destabilize his core, and create a supernova. Wait a minute, a supernova? Like the sun blowing up? Batman, no way is the ring powerful enough to hold down an exploding sun. I can't do it. Yes, you can. The ring does whatever you think it does. Trust me, Green Lantern, and think big. I retrieved the DNA sample. I can triple the nova from here. You sure about this? Concentrate, Green Lantern. He's dying, our man. And no one can share the time bearers with bare hand. He can, Wonder Woman, with our help. Did anyone feel that? We just lost. We're repeating that part. And then he made it. Great Krypton's ghost. My powers are returning. I've made it to the 853rd century with only minutes to spare. Up, and away. If I went to the wrong place and this isn't the DNA sample, somebody else can take the blame. Core collapse induced. I'm on the express train home. Core collapse? That attack was previously tried in the 67th century, and I became neutron Solaris and destroyed the Kun star. He knows I'm here. Hey, superstar, imminent nuclear chain reaction. Ring any bells? Logic error. A nova event would result in extinction of life in the system. Conclusion requires analysis of unknown weapon. Analysis and note weapon vibrational structure is familiar. I recognize the emergency. Try taking tablets for that. And now Kyle Rayner saves the universe. Plasma generator exceeding safe limit. Supernova imminent and event imminent. Engage knife fragment. Weapon core collapse at. Oh! It just happened. I got him. Something got through. He fired something that was able to go right through my shield, but I got him. So what do I do with him? I have poisoned the sun. I will reorganize. Superman Prime is already dead. Kryptonite. He was maneuvering himself into position to attack the sun with that kryptonite missile. Geo said John showed him a kryptonite fragment on Mars. John's planned this across eon, and John's planned it across eons. Our master technician is still alive here in the future. Good news. Obviously, we survived to take our story back home and sow the seeds of our survival in the past. You always make it sound convincing. Convince Green Lantern, Batman. What do I do with this exploding star? It's bending my head, Batman. I don't know if I can keep it together, guys. I'm fraying at the edges. I need help out here. I'm holding onto the sun in my hands. Incredible. My force vision barrier will serve to cement your plasma bottle, Green Lantern, but my concentration has to remain on this task until Solaris safely exhausts its fury and its supply of hydrogen. It's up to your era Superman to erase that kryptonite bullet and stop the assassination of his own future self. No sweat. I don't know how close I can get through the K radiation before the K radiation cripples me, but I'm gaining. The rock's immune to my heat vision. Still no symptoms of K toxicity. The sun's heat is tremendous. At this distance, can't risk more than a few moments to glide closer and wait, it's not so something has stopped the kryptonite. Flash! The strategy engine's burning out. I'm working it too fast. There shouldn't be any kryptonite. John set this up somehow. He killed Superman. Headnet saying he's killed Superman. And what happened? He didn't stop it. Kryptonite's deadly to Superman, right? Solaris threatened to poison the sun, to murder Superman prior to the day of its celebration. But I can hear someone talking on Mars. Starman vaporized the night's fragment in the skies over Opal, City 8, thousands of years ago. Jeez, you set them up, John. Solaris and Savage? Yes, Mitchell, a long time ago. Solaris thinks he has assassinated Superman Prime. Instead, he unwillingly handed him the most powerful weapon in the universe, disguised as kryptonite for 83,000 years, buried, ready. The power ring of the Green Lanterns! So this was all a manipulation!
Which ring? Because at this point, there's just Kyle's ring.
Now, this is where somewhere in the future, they would even said thousands of years ago. So they planned it at some point to do this in the future. So basically, it's like Bill and Ted. The whole, we come up with a plan now, and then in the future, we will plan this.
Uh-huh.
And then we see the plan in action.
Uh-huh.
Dead in the heart of the sun, heading at plus instant access to the system. My friend, it's good to see you all again. Yep, Superman Prime. I had to send you the memoir, and the memoir said the future needed you. Your friend Alfred said 30 pages survived. Lives were saved. I accept, but I'm hard to find my free will at all this. Tell my future self I saw enough. He'll know what I mean. Perhaps we'll meet again, Superman. I do what I can, but there's only one Superman. Becoming unclear about whether or not the 20th century archaic Justice League were truly responsible for outwitting Solaris, but neither they nor the so-called Jigsaw Justice Union of New Lawyer C-File Teleport Storm accident is available for comment. So yeah, we then see Superman is able to bring back, using science, bring back some Lois and restores Krypton. He does all of these miracles. I don't know. My memories are just buzzwords left over from the headnet, taking pictures of things. I'm wiped, John. I feel like I gate crashed Mount Olympus. Must be coffee shakes, huh? But the ending of your adventure in the future, Kyle, you never told the others. Forgive me. I caught sight of the thought as it slipped from your mind. This guy had circumvented the universe, wrestled evil gods, fought battle we can't imagine. This being, some things you can't put into words. So we saw about the ending of your fate adventures in the future. Yeah. We worked as a team across the 830 centuries, and whether in the far future, here on the Watchtower, or in our ongoing efforts to alleviate the tragedies in Montevideo, all of you have my admiration and amazement. Duty rosters on the fridge doors. Meeting adjourned. Did you hear what Wonder Woman said? Your supernova stunt is now on record as a feat, hotshot. Great. I made feat status. What comes next? Miracles? I can't agree with their methods, but in the end, Batman, your spirit went where it was needed most. My body aches, Superman, and I'm hungry. That's all I'm sure of. And I'll call this a learning experience if you do. You always worry, even though we're good at taking care of ourselves. Anyways, I want my uncle to save the universe. It's so post-ironic. You two should meet Plastic Mad. And good work. We know why you've come here, Angel. And perhaps the time for secrecy is over, Barda. Will you tell them, or should I? Strange. This is what to lead it back into the ongoing. Strange. Won this battle. Yet all the weights out there and tomorrow, John. Solaris will return in our lifetime, and we'll lay vast plans to stop him. I don't like to think about living forever. It becomes natural in time. Nor is the future set, Superman. Something else is coming, like a storm. Something has been troubling me, an apprehension. I fear the Justice League's greatest challenge lies just ahead. Doesn't it always, John? I told them they had 830,000 years to lay their traps and hide their weapons. It seemed obvious. The kids in school have been burying stuff in a time capsule to themselves in the 8th grade, and my idea became a plan and saved the future. It's hard to fight muggers, Batman. You never did tell me why you nominated me for the JLA membership when I disapprove of your methods. It's true. I've also in the past found you to be pedantic, inflexible, brutal, and lacking finesse. But I've enjoyed watching you change. What's that supposed to mean? Bong, this is Oracle. The eyes of the world in serious need of Vizine. The dawn on the eastern seaboard. Emergency calls will be rerouted to the JLA watchtower at 24 an hour standby. 6 o'clock and all well. Good morning, world. Oracle file, close save. Here on a cowering earth, bereft of Superman, I will raise battalions, the armies of my Iron Empire to trample yours. What planet is this? Why do I know this and this? What time? We're going through what in time? What do you mean? What was Montevideo? No, I've traveled in. Message from Gabriel Walker. Congratulations, you've been conned by Kronos. Checkmate. He just got killed by himself, in other words.
Huh. That is one of those time travel ironic and crime and horror deaths.
Yep. So let's
when you killed yourself, when your past self killed your future self without realizing it, and then the future version remembers. Oh,
exactly. Like, wait. So yeah, like I said, well, but so while I'm breathing through it and we just look through our work, tell me what you think about that. I gotta say, it's more convoluted than Final Crisis. What would you say?
Joo, kyllä se, at least Final Crisis managed to, even without the Superman Beyond stuff, it could somewhat be told as a good point A, point B, point C, point D story.
Here, though, since we had to deal with the tie-ins.
No.
We got, ambush bug! But yeah, we're seeing Flash dealing with Kronos in the future. Nice.
That was
not
Trigon.
No, what is that? No, definitely not Trigun. That would be Scourge, Destroyer of Planets.
Okay.
Great, good J.H. Williams artwork. But yeah, basically we're seeing that Kronos is a con man, a temporal con man. Hence how he screwed over Vandal Savage.
Yeah. That Kronos and not the one that was
Yep.
in the GLU.
Yep.
Okay.
Different Kronos. But yeah, no, so here's we're just seeing regular adventures of the Superman. Okay, so this does also juggle in the present day too. So we're seeing the planet getting infected by the virus. Yikes! Or at least what they believe is happening. The Metal Men show up, and it is still with these Viridium. Again. Morrison's retconning still doesn't make any sense. And there's again, we're just seeing some nice adventures going on, seeing alloy forming. So yeah, we're just seeing this is where we're just getting the start. Oh, wait a minute. This is when the ship is about ready to crash into Montevideo.
Okay, and the Garth should be out of it.
Yeah, but we don't know that yet. Oh no, this is him saving Roy, sorry. So that's how Roy got saved.
Okay, kiva. Something that happened off screen, and now we get to see how it happened.
Yep. This is the late Norm Brayfolk on artwork with Abner and Lanning working on this. Obviously, things are. Yep. Obviously, more and more people are getting infected. Oh no! Even Lena got infected. So yeah, and then we're seeing Lois teaming up with again, we're just seeing all this, again, just seeing everyone being infected and affected. We got Superboy this is him in the future.
Superboy Omak.
Yep. And then we see regular Superboy. Dabney Donovan again. Yeah. That guy. The clone master of Cadmus.
Yeah,
because he was still
I
alive
already wrote into the Rain video that Cadmus had been reduced into just one guy who was supposed to be doubly X by having.
Oh no! By that point, even by the crisis, not crisis, by the Reign, Dabney Donovan was believed dead. He then eventually came back after Reign.
Okay, I need.
So in other words, so it doesn't. You don't have to rework anything.
I'll add up a speech bubble to my avatar.
I think Dabney Donovan will later be revealed to still be alive.
Yeah.
Because he was their clone master.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Oh, here's Batman. And we're seeing him dealing with stuff in there. Yeah, I'll be honest. I just reread through. When I got prepared for this, I just went over the main mini. So it's been a while since I've read through all the individual ones. So far we're seeing the League and the Legion. I mean, dealing with stuff in the present day.
Yeah, it's kind of.
Oh, look at that.
Okay, now that he has a interaction with the future Batman and Nightwing, but otherwise, when skimming to the previous issue, it just looked like stuff.
Yeah.
And
so I don't think we find out what happened to League in the 853rd century.
That was always off screen.
Yeah, I'm guessing. Yep, we got Chuck Dixon was Greg Land. Back before Greg Land was a notorious tracer.
Yeah, that's a damn shame. I remember whenever I went through to see the Birds of Prey run and looking at Greg Land in that compared to the Ultimate Fantastic Four. It's just, what the hell happened to this guy?
I think it's because a lot of, well, look right here, he's just drawing dudes, no women. I don't think you need to use porn for that. So yeah, now we have Impulse 1 million.
Uh-huh.
Yep. Again, now this is well, yeah, Impulse dealing with John, and looks like they're gonna stop one of the other Rocket Reds, which I gotta say, okay, so going back to that, what did you think about Vandal Savage throughout all this?
Well, he seemed like a sophisticated savage man. You know, in that sense that acted sophisticated, but had savage methods to act.
Right.
What he's doing.
Oh, this is the point that was referenced when he actually met up with the old Starman. Remember, he said that earlier. He said he saw the look in his eyes. This is what he was referencing.
Ah.
I was like, what?
It's really how did Grant Morrison pitch all this? Like in the sense of having a story that then ended up getting cut into pieces and separated into tie-ins and the main series.
I think for like looking back, like stuff like Robinson, he gave probably more detailed notes to like what was going to happen, because like here he's revealing that he's a traitor.
Oh.
But then for other ones, I think he just gave them general notes and then says, like the Superman one, if you notice, that was clearly use them how you will.
Oh.
Because when you looked at that, if you know that, I think the ones that more deal with just them interacting with the supporting cast, it's them giving more of a general look. Whereas ones like here, he probably gave a bit more detail because it was important to the main story. Because it was.
Yeah.
Okay, now JLA 1 million is an important one. So yeah, this is Morrison still working on that. So I guess we can just summarize this a little bit. Oh, look at this. Turn page. Oh, wait a minute. It almost did that again. I hate when it does that, where it goes out of order. So yeah, this is them deciding they have to build Solaris.
Yeah.
So right now, like, okay, they're from the future. They're much more powerful than the current models, and we know they've been infected by some kind of virus. So this is what led up to it. So we're leading to a bit of a fight between them as they break into the satellite. Nice. Oh, look at that! That's clever!
Hmm.
Look how Plastic Man stopped him!
Yeah. Just put him in a box.
Yep. No mask, no deceptions. But yeah, so that's what this all was. It was a big action sequence. As they're trying to, and this is what they realized, like they have to build. We have 4 hours to build a Tyrant Sun. So that's what led to them doing that.
Yeah.
So yeah, sorry I didn't answer the alert. Family business, and yeah, that's where it leads to the whole. You're responsible.
Yeah.
So at least that so that filled in some of the gaps.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're getting into back to, the Batman 1 million.
Okay, does this show anything about about the future or?
Let's find out. Yes, it is. We see Batman dealing with Robin the Toy Wonder.
Oh.
Okay, so we are getting some of this.
Yippee.
Okay, so I get the first batch was just for in their time. Second batch is with the future. Okay, that makes more sense. Would you agree with that?
Ooh.
So now we're going to get everything caught up now.
Hopefully.
So yeah, we're seeing...
Going.
Okay, yeah, so Batman with Toy Wonder, Catwoman 1 million, and let's see how this goes.
9 million.
Yep, so we're seeing actual future Catwoman, just an adventure with her.
Yeah.
And it's still Jim Balance, so of course she still has skin-tight boob sock showing off ass.
Yeah, didn't think about fashions changing and Catwoman going through.
Well, or whoever Catwoman is. Or whoever Catwoman is. Uh-oh! This girl is actually a fake.
Oh.
Prisoner that was the ventriloquist of 1 million.
Ooh.
Interesting. Yeah, this just feels like what kind? Let's just come up with Catwoman in the future.
You go with that. Batman.
Oh, geez, Killer Croc in the future.
That looks more like a
Xenomorph.
Approach. Yeah, more of a Xenomorph or some kind of bug.
Yep. Robin 1 million. More with Chuck Dixon. So yeah. Oh, there. A hologram of him from 1 million. Wait, Joker?
Oh.
Of course, there's a Joker in the future.
Yeah.
Or a robot based off of him.
Yeah. Holograms and robots. I think it's forever.
But yeah, so they're all getting ready for this. As Joker, of course, Joker did. But in fact, this is a Robin story, but it feels more like a Batman issue.
Well, that was probably supposed to be, but looking at how it went from Batman to Catwoman to Robin, it was different tie-ins that lead to others. It could have been. It was three separate tie-ins when it could have been 1 3-part mini.
I think also because Dixon's earlier issues were at the in the present day stuff. So we want to take advantage of writing something in the future. Oh, we got Young Justice 1 million. So we get a nice summary, like that's them going over stuff about Superboy and look at this artwork stuff.
Oh, did we go to Earth? Well,
looks like the animated series. It looks like.
Yo.
Why they say Choker instead of Joker? So of course they keep it to Robin, Impulse, and Superboy because it's always been those three in the early days of Young Justice. It was always those three.
Hey.
And we get Green Arrow. Yeah, this is also Dixon. Dixon wrote a lot of these.
Yeah.
So yeah,
it's Connor Green Arrow because Oliver was still dead at this point.
And there's Superman helping out. So again, this is more of a case of while we're seeing the league, it's more or less still just showing what else is happening in the future. So yeah, those first batch was about the present day. Now we're showing off how things are like the Legion in the 853rd century.
Well, that makes sense because Legion is mostly in the 31st century, so skipping way past that is another thing.
Yep, I think they eventually become Justin Legion L or something. Again, all this is good artwork. Oh, Azrael! I keep forgetting Azrael had a book at this point.
Yeah.
Wow! How 90s can you get?
Yo, that is a... would have been a good video game design.
No, Catwoman. Was Hawkman.
Two-Face.
And I was seeing present day Azrael for a moment. Forgettable.
These are just ideas that are showcased and just being there.
Yep. Oh, Chase
not
1 million.
There's not very much thought put into it.
Wait, J.H. Williams was able to do Chronos and this book together? Wow. Did the guy slow down in his years?
Probably.
But yeah, just it is with another one. I believe that Morrison just had free reign because he respected the writers. Oh, Creeper 1 million. Wait, did Creeper have a book back then? What the hell?
Ugh.
What the hell? So Creeper 1 million versus Creeper. Okay, I think we're reaching some of the books that were just wonky.
Made for the sake of being made.
Oh, Christopher Priest did the Wonder Woman tie-in. Okay. Ooh, which Michael Collins.
Amazon's
went
to Venus.
I say that makes sense. Would you agree?
Not sure. Isn't Venus still one of those? Well, scientifically speaking, it would be not hospitable to live in.
Obviously, it's been terraformed by that point.
Well, that point. How far would this be from the heat death?
Not sure. Next one, they have a new creative team of Eric, Luke, Yannick Paquette. Clearly, they didn't last long. I do not remember that team.
Okay, and this time stayed longer.
Yep. Power Shazam. So we see that Shazam still lives by this point.
The wizard. The champion must change here and there, but
no. This is Shazam as the wizard now.
Hi.
Yeah. Like I said, this will eventually tie back in because this actually ties into Legends of the Dead Earth. That was a previous annual event they had done.
Death Earth is
Legend of the Dead Earth is what it was called.
Legend of the Dead Earth. It was kind of hard to.
Yep. Oh, Mark Waid dealing with Flash. Michael Jan Friedman. I remember that he did a lot of Star Trek novels. So he's dealing with Cold 1 million. Oh, we have a little help from Shazam. Supergirl. This was also, I think, again, Peter David let him just have fun.
Yeah. So Sir L.
Well, this wasn't Sir L yet. We later find out at least this particular version is actually the daughter of Linda Danvers and Superman from that timeline they tried to do in her last arc. And turns out this is where the Spectre sent her to keep her alive. But she has the look of Sir L. Sir L would take her look. But yeah, this is, like I said, this is supposed to be Linda and Superman's daughter. This was made clear at the end of Peter David's run.
Uh-huh. That I'm not very familiar with.
Young heroes. So yeah, this didn't really clear up much, did it? Come on, young heroes in love. Why aren't you loading up? Can't find it.
Huppista keikkaa.
Let's just keep moving then. Lobo. Let's go to Lobo then. Of course, it's Alan Grant, so it's going to be typical Lobo. Whoa!
Oh, he really let himself go.
Well, like over like millions of years, like thousands of years. Yeah, you really surprised?
If he keeps writing and not in a very active lifestyle.
Yep. Justice League wanna bet. Justice Legion wanna bet. Again, I'm pretty sure Morrison just told Alan, do what you want.
Uh-huh.
That's what this feels like, doesn't it?
You.
It's the last issue of Lobo in the present format. Starting next month, the page count goes up to 200 per issue, and the price goes down to free. Okay, we got Aquaman 1 million. Abner and Landing, we're handing this one. Mm-hmm. So they get, so yeah, this is them just seeing everything. So they're not, so by this point, they're not aware. I think Abner and Landing were just planning up on them interacting. What happened to the challenges?
Yo, they should have at least told them, do whatever you want, but keep up with how the story is being establishing it.
Yeah, Ron Mars was Brian Hitch. I'm in the future. Okay, I think Mars seems like the kind of guy who was getting planned up for this. So yeah, he actually, I think he's doing the challenges. He is.
Okay.
So at least Mars got
Batman and now Kyle, at least they were doing it.
Yeah, well, I think maybe Aquaman did to a degree, but a continuing Martian Manhunter 1 million right here.
Okay.
John Ostrander. Okay, so to be fair, then this tells you that Morrison didn't. This was just a convoluted event in general.
Oh,
because this didn't clear up much at all. Although we are getting, let's assume, John, we are filling in the gaps of what happened over the years.
That Darkseid is channeling Frieza.
Yeah, and look at this. Interesting. So then continued in Resurrection Man 1 million, which we'll get back to. So those ones were the important ones, it looks like. Looks like Starman, Green Lantern, Martian Manhunter, and Miracle and Resurrection Man were all that way. Oh, we see Superman when he showed up.
Okay. At least he's still doing something.
Yep, he's taking part in the challenges. Oh, but then everyone thinks he's a Bizarro.
They're calling him a
Bizarro. Because the headnet just declared it. Oh no, it's yeah. Oh no, it's a Bizarro plague. They're all infected with Bizarros, but they think he's Bizarro as a bad guy. Oh, the Metal Man again. This ties back into earlier.
Yeah.
Adventure of Superman 1 million. Again, Abner and Landing again. With Resurrection Man.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna get a bit. So this is also important for what's going on. They're getting a summary. There's Savage.
Oh.
We haven't seen him in any of the other tie-ins.
Nope. Is this?
Yep. Oh, look. Arsenal, Troy, Nightwing, and Aqualad. Interesting.
Yeah. I wonder how we got from there to here. These incarnations. Okay, Donna is probably Troy is probably easy to understand.
Mm-hmm.
How did Nightwing go?
No idea. But yeah, so following the Resurrection Man and then see how the Man of Steel manages in Man of Tomorrow. So here's Man of Tomorrow, obviously. So he's in the fortress, meets up with the Hawkmen.
Uh-huh.
So they're trying to get things back on track again, dealing with what we saw earlier. We're getting a summary of a lot of Superman's history with what? What? What'd you see?
Page.
This one?
That could have been the formerly known as Superman Legacy suite.
Yeah.
I think that's that.
That's like that looks.
Yes, that gun has been.
Oh my God! This might be why they're using Solaris and that suit. It's because of this page.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna take a screenshot of that so I can share that because oh my God, I gotta share that.
Joo, tee se. Siis yeah, do it.
Because that cannot be coincidence.
Joo.
So yeah, we're seeing all the different stuff as we're filling in so many blanks. Evan Lanning wrote a lot on this.
Joo.
Oh, then we find out Solaris about his failings and everything. Wait a minute. Oh, never mind.
Huh.
Now let's get into Resurrection Man, which is also important.
Okay.
Abner and Lanning again because they created Resurrection Man.
Joo.
With Butch Geist on artwork. Oh, there's Vandal. So basically, yeah, this is the one where we get so many things explained and caught up on.
Uh-huh.
So these last batches of issues are the ones that are important. All the other ones were just dilly-dallying, having fun.
Yeah.
Oh, there goes Mitchell. I mean, we already know our things are going to be resolved there, but yeah. So that leads into the back into the fourth one. And then we have, just for a quick brief through, the 80-page giant. But so now we've gone through all this, let's honestly give our final thoughts. I thought this was good, but convoluted.
It's another story that would have need the final edit to make proper narrative sense.
But they had to shove it together for a fifth. This should not have been a 5th week event. Would you agree with that? This should not have been a 5th week event.
No, this was something that they should have put more thought into and more writing and editing to get the narrative more understandable.
I know.
The gaps and the needed tie-ins are well.
And leaving things in the hands of the other writers, which again, important, but at the same time, didn't guarantee consistency. That's the problem with these 5th week events. I mean, now to be fair, this is how DC did events back in around the 90s, was through these 5th week events. Because then you had stuff like Joker's Last Laugh.
Okay.
That's when the Joker thought he was dying. Interesting stuff. Again, some of the stuff fills in a lot of the blanks. Now, oh, what the big news from the Gorilla Galaxy, Titano. Of course, this was a Morrison written story. Hey, Batman Beyond.
Almost Batman Beyond.
Up Kingdom. Oh, so they're dealing with hyper time.
Minimum, same.
Yeah, they're dealing with hyper time here for a moment.
Yeah.
Owl Woman, interesting. So yeah, that was that. But yeah, again, overall for this event, this whole event was, I would say, ambitious. Can we agree to that? Very ambitious.
Yeah, very ambitious. That the concepts and the again the general structure of the story that was something that those were put much thought into. Just getting it all together to be told properly.
Across all the titles.
Yeah, like if they, I don't see them. I kind of okay. How should I put this? if there would have been an adaptation for it, it would have needed to be a lot of rewriting.
I think they would just simplify it, and I think they would completely overhaul the stuff that took place in the 853rd century.
Yeah.
No Catwoman, no nothing. They would just keep it to the League and their counterparts.
Yeah, League counterparts
and maybe Toy Wonder. Maybe.
Yeah, that's actually something that they could have used the whole thing that 24 and what Spider-Man game it was?
Shared Dimensions?
Edge of Time.
Oh, Edge of Time. I thought you were
saying Edge of Time, like have a screen shared to show past and future, like happening at the same time. That could have saved probably some runtime to show them happening at the same time.
Right. But again, but overall, the whole plan of we want you and the Superman's representation of his past to come to his future. There was a lot of playing loose with time travel in this.
Niin oli. Yeah, there was.
But again, this was so Morrison. This was very much a Morrison event.
Oh.
But let's also be fair, it didn't leave much of an impact, really. I mean, even the stuff with Vandal Savage, because basically it feels like you can't do anything with Vandal after this. But we know other things happen.
But Vandal Savage still has the immortality, so even if you kill him, send the future version to be at the point where he was, where the
no. But what I'm saying is, they say
couldn't he come back from that?
Yeah, but you also say he lost his eye, and yet we eventually see him with both eyes again.
Nee.
So it's one of those things where you're like, wait a second. And again, that's the stuff about like, we need to create. I would say this. And Solaris ensuring his own creation felt very Skynet.
Yeah. Or Borg-ish. The whole thing about being created in the past and sent far into space, that it takes
time to come back.
800.
Well, or however long it takes before he was supposed to come back.
Yeah, that's how it's pretty much how to compare to the Borg in the Enterprise episode. Like they had a Borg appear in the past during the Enterprise era of Star Trek.
And then they sent out a message, but it will take them a long time to eventually reach the Earth from the Delta Quadrant.
Yeah.
Yeah, similar to that, or like I said, or Skynet. But like I said, just so much of this was wonky. I mean, again, Final Crisis, I was able to make sense of. Took a few rereads. This,
like it sounded that you could see the red string of the whole plot, but it's hard to keep grasping on it as it gets pulled off and go with it as it goes further and further.
Exactly. For example, when it comes with I would say this. The only reason why I knew so much about how Superman from 1 million words is because I remember it from All-Star. Going from it here, I would have been like, wait, what? But since I know from All-Star, a more simplified take on it, I'm like, okay, makes sense.
Yeah, it's
felt like Superman 1 million is the only one with the most thought put into him. But yeah, so again, now I would say the Starman stuff was probably the most interesting one. Like, this was the guy who didn't want the legacy, but it was thrusted on him. So and eventually it got to him. And I do like how they left it ambiguous. Was he a traitor or just mind controlled? I like that.
Oh yeah, that's where that was the Superman future for the future.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, overall, I give this a 6 out of 10.
Yeah, 6 is probably the most.
What do you think about the main book's artwork? I thought Val Zemeckis is the guy who also did JLA Wildcats. I thought his artwork was serviceable.
However, I at one point where Solaris was going rampaging in the future, I think some other artists could have probably highlighted it somewhat better, because it was still kind of rushed and and it's kind of cartoonishly in the 90s.
I think he was hired because it's one, he clearly was fast, but two, his artwork clearly was similar to Howard Porter, who was the main artist.
Okay, yo.
Would you agree with that? Like this clearly felt like it was because his artwork was similar to Porter's.
It would make sense.
I would say I liked Huntress in this. How she's just like, why am I here?
To be the think out of the box person.
Exactly. And I gotta say, the resolution was an interesting one. Wouldn't you agree that turns out they planned it all out secretly, all because Huntress brought up the concept of a time capsule.
Mm.
Of course, it also makes you wonder, so Kyle gives up his ring eventually, and then they set this plan in motion. John will forever hide in Mars just to ensure this. That's a sad existence.
Yeah, I was thinking about it, like how would he spend like is he in a kind of a meditative state and waiting for just waiting?
And he's also in the formation of sand. But still, though, I gotta be honest, something like that where you're gonna have to spend that long in stasis or whatever, or the fact that you're pretty much guaranteed that once you're doomed, like it's basically this whole it has to happen to be able to stop this thing that I don't care for. That's why I like Batman's statement of I'm trying to figure out my own free will and all this.
Yeah, that's the whole part of it with time loops and prediction and then all. It's like you're forced to take part in it, and even if you try not to do anything about it, it's gonna be like a Craig situation with the South Park pandemic two-parter.
Exactly, and like so, I think again, what does it say that Final Credits scenes actually made more sense than the convolutedness of this?
Could you say that Morrison learned from the mistakes here and decided to apply them with Final Crisis?
Yeah. Well, but anyway, thank you for joining me in this one, Pika. Thank you, everyone else. We'll see you guys on the next one.
And may your heart your guiding game.
Yep.